I could have gone to the Chrysler Nationals this weekend in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. I was invited to display my Imperial in the main convention center, warehouse building, whatever, for 4 days. But I opted out. Instead, I'm an idiot, and I came to the National Crosley Convention. Enjoy. I'm not sure what the full story is with this, but it looks like it's an extended chassis. Looks like that appears to be a Nash nose. This appears to be a hood from another car that's been narrowed and created a sort of a motel appearance. It's interesting. So we've got a little hot shot here for sale. Here's the engine. Looks like we had a rainstorm and or an atomic blast, I'm not sure, but everybody's gone. They've just left everything here. Crosley Farmer Road. The dually. How bad was the rain here?
I don't know.
Okay.
I came in right after it stopped.
Okay. Yeah, it was bad about 40 miles out east. The biggest issues that Crosley had was that their initial engines, their initial 4-cylinder engines were, believe it or not, sheet metal based, and apparently antifreeze back in the day was salt based, and it pretty much destroyed the sheet metal engines. So ultimately Crosley introduced their SEBA engine, which was cast iron. Somebody's not happy. Another hot shot. Looks nice. Another Crofton bug. So it looks like they pulled everything into the canopies. It's a Crofton bug. These were built in the early 60s, predominantly based on Crosley engineering. You gotta love the early 50s styling. It almost has that appearance of a 49 Studebaker, 50 Studebaker. Minimal gauges. Basic transportation.
Take it home with you?
No thanks. I have a 59 Imperial. I like them a little bigger.
Well,
But I'll tell you, they're certainly interesting. Well, this one looks like it's a pre-war pickup. Very interesting. This one came up from Texas. Look at that. So Crosley shut down the operations of their automotive unit, I think in 1952. And again, their engines were used for other applications like marine, apparently, and industrial. And then ultimately, they did also license the rights to that technology, and that's where you saw other cars coming out in the 60s, like the Crofton Bug. But to say it had an impact on the auto industry would be a little bit of an understatement, because I'm going to throw a couple pictures up here that you can take a look at. But tell me if you don't think, write in the comments, if you don't think that Nissan ripped off the Crosley style, or quite frankly copied the car for sale in Japan. I know there was litigation, so I think Crosley thought they did, but We know what happened in Nissan. So take a quick peek.
Drive a Datsun, then decide.
Assuming this is a customized Crosley. Let's have the badge. Looks like I've come in when people are pretty much leaving, but there are certainly interesting cars still floating around the field here at the Fulton County Fairgrounds. Right here, at your service, Crosley Parts and Delivery. Very nice. Do you think this was driven from Wisconsin? I don't know if they really offered a super line or super model, but it's clearly a super Crosley Woody. I was telling my wife about this show and didn't know how to describe the Crosleys beyond calling them a clown car. And I know that could be somewhat offensive, but seriously. Clowning. Wow. Kind of cute elephant's nose. Can't believe this greatest show on earth doesn't even exist anymore. So for those folks who don't know or aren't familiar with Crosleys, they were produced by the Crosley Radio / Appliance Company out of Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm going to say they were introduced around 1939, then shut down production during World War II, and then reopened post-war and operated until 1952. The cars were assembled in Indiana, and they were kind of marketed as being the best second car you could ever buy. So they this is years before you had two-car families in the U.S., so they're, as you'll see from the video, the bare minimum in the form of basic transportation. So this is why nobody's around. It's the awards ceremony going on here. I was like, it literally looked like there was an atomic blast. There's a car showing, but nobody here. So to give you an idea of how big these cars are, take a look at the hot shot next to the golf cart. Hot shot, golf cart. Another golf cart. And this looks like it was made into a golf cart. Sure. These are the, this appears to be an original farmer road. Well, if I was ever going to buy a Crosley, this would be the one I'd buy. This is spectacular, obviously customized. Has a late 50s Detroit big iron look to it. Got the Darren dip, wraparound windshield. Chromey bumper. Ford side spear. This is a nice one. Well, that's going to be a wrap for this video. Obviously it's been a quick little video checking out the National Crosley Convention here in Wauseon, Ohio. If you want to make any comments, give me a click, throw in a comment. Thanks for watching.